Peatland is unique and different from most types of land. And if we talk about peatland ecosystems, it is also important to know about the Peat Hydrological Unit. What is Peat Hydrological Unit? The Peat Hydrological Unit, or PHU in short, is a peat ecosystem located between two water sources, be it a river, swamp or even sea. Basically, peatlands can be divided into several hydrological areas that are separated by these water boundaries. The name of a PHU usually takes the name of the water source that's flanking it. What's in the PHU? There are various endemic biodiversities lived in one PHU ecosystem. Endemic means native and can only be found in peatlands. Some of the plants are purin, gelotong, and ramin. These plants are mostly palidiculture types of plants, which can grow on logged soil without draining activities. There are also various types of endemic animal species that live there. Some of them are proboscis monkeys, orangutans, langurs, Sumatran tigers, sun bears, or senulong crocodiles. A variety of fish live in peatlands as well. There are snakehead fish, bong, and even the smallest fish in the world, namely Paedocyprus progenetica, which is only about 9 mm long. Not only do numerous varieties of plants, trees and wildlife grow and live around the peatlands, moreover, indigenous people or local communities live and use natural resources in the PHU area. What would the ideal PHU look like? Besides the soil that is always wet, the biodiversities in the peatlands ecosystem are also one way to measure whether the peatlands are still healthy or not. PHU is an integral unit in one hydrological area. Therefore, the wetted peat area shouldn't be happened at one location only, but as a whole. What is restoration and how important is it for peatlands? Peatlands that are burned or degraded in a PHU must be restored immediately. Peat restoration is an effort to restore degraded peat ecosystems to restore their hydrological conditions, structures and functions. Restoration is carried out using the re-wetting method, revegetation and economic revitalisation for the community around the PHU. Peatland degradation can be in the form of land subsidence. The most frightening thing is when it releases a large amount of carbon into the air, accelerating the global temperature rise and exacerbating the climate crisis. PHU-based peatland restoration, what does it mean? Let's imagine a PHU as an inverted bowl or a dome filled with water. When some parts of the bowl leak, of course, the water in it will flow out and run out. All the holes from the bowl must be closed to retain the water inside. Even if it's only 1 or 2 holes, the bowl is still a leaky bowl where the water will flow out and run out. The same thing happens with the PHU bowl if only one area within the PHU was restored, while the other areas prone to degradation were not. Of course, the results will not be effective and the peat is not thoroughly wetted. Hence, it is possible that when one area in PHU has been restored, the fires still happen in another part of the same PHU. One of the reasons is because irresponsible plantations or forestry industries are not carrying out peatland restoration activities in their managed areas. Therefore, peatland restoration efforts must be based on the PHU approach to get maximum results.